and we're back in the modern format with Slivers. So a little bit of dominance by aggressive decks and a few new tribal decks, including elves, has gone very, very well for the modern format. We are trying out this deck, which 4-0'd a modern prelim earlier this week and 3-1'd one the next day. This is Slivers. So for anyone who does not know the Slivers, they were first printed in Stronghold in the Tempest block. Then they were brought back in Legions in the Onslaught block. They were brought back for the Time Spiral block. They were brought back in hideous, horrible form in Magic 2014. And I think that's it. So the Slivers as a tribe are defined by the fact that every Sliver in play affects every other Sliver in play by granting an ability. So in the case of Striking Sliver, it says Slivers have first strike. Now, there is an unfortunate disparity between the M14 Slivers and the previously printed Slivers, which, M14 and Modern Horizons. Sorry, they were brought back in Modern Horizons. So I strongly object, by the way, to Slivers being changed to the same tribal rules as everything else. I think it would be really cool if they were the only tribe that got to be the exception. The exception I'm talking about is, once upon a time, all tribal bonuses were for all creatures. So if you had a Goblin Lord, it would say goblins get +1/+1, which would affect your opponent's goblins. They eventually figured out in Magic Design that people didn't like this, or that it was confusing, or that they would walk into stupid situations, etc., etc., and they started taking away from other tribes. They left it in Slivers for a long time until Magic 2014. Magic 2014, they both did the aesthetic change, which was not pleasing to many people, as well as the mechanical change. In Modern Horizons, they did bring back the proper aesthetic, which is great. They didn't bring back the proper mechanical identity. I think it would be great if the Slivers were the only tribe that had its own rules on that, where everything was universal, because it just doesn't make sense for it not to be, especially in the lore, and it would be great for gameplay reasons. But I think we're stuck with this from now on, so whatever. Our Striking Sliver is a 1-mana 1/1 that gives our Slivers first strike. We have a Galerider Sliver. This is 1-mana 1/1 that gives our Slivers flying. Sidewinder Sliver gives all Slivers flanking, which is whenever a creature without flanking blocks a Sliver, it gets -1/-1 until end of turn. We have two different lords, Sinew Sliver and Predatory Sliver. So these are 2-mana 1/1s that give all Slivers +1/+1, so they are themselves 2/2s, and then make our other Slivers bigger. We have Leeching Sliver, which gives our Slivers a trigger, which says whenever it attacks... Oh, no, it doesn't. Leeching Sliver itself has an ability that says whenever a Sliver you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life. So this is not typical for Slivers. Usually they give each Sliver that ability. In this case, they don't. But whatever, it's functionally almost identical. Dregscape Sliver gives each Sliver card in our graveyard unearth, also has unearth itself. This one is insane with Cloudshredder Sliver, because this is red-white Slivers have flying and haste. And then we have Unsettled Mariner, honorary Sliver for white and a blue. It taxes our opponents trying to target any of our permanents or us. We've got Frenetic Sliver. This is Frenetic Ifrit in Sliver form. So all Slivers gain the ability 0. If this permanent is on the battlefield, flip a coin. If you win the flip, exile it and return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So basically, anytime someone tries to remove our Slivers, either en masse or spot, we can flip a coin and maybe save it. And then we've got Newcomer Realmwalker from Kaldheim. This is 2 and a green for a 2/3 changeling. As it enters the battlefield, we choose a creature type. We'll be choosing Sliver. You can look at the top card of your library, and you can cast creature spells off the top of your library. And of course, we're playing 4 Aether Vials. We're playing the 4 Cavern of Souls, 4 Unclaimed Territory mana base that a lot of decks will. We're also playing Sliver Hive. This taps for 1 mana of any color for Slivers. Also taps for a colorless for Aether Vial. Also has 5 mana tap. Create a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token. So that's a similar ability to the Sliver Queen. We've got some Silent Clearings, we've got some Fiery Islets, we've got some Mutavaults, and 1 basic Plains. Sideboard is some Dismembers, Leylines, Grafdigger's Cage, Chalice of the Void. This will be very helpful against Burn and Prowess decks. And Harmonic Sliver is 1 white-green, 1/1. All Slivers have when this permanent enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That includes this card. So with all that out of the way, let's hop into a modern...
Meanwhile,
kill some people with some Slivers. Yeah, handsome. I'm Glad you're here for just print more anti-sliver slivers. Well, so that's the funny thing is there were a few. There was Juzam Sliver, which gives all slivers at the beginning of the upkeep, they deal 1 damage to you. It's a 4-mana 5/5 for 2 black. The anti-sliver, I think there are more than that. I mean, that's the kind of anti-sliver sliver. There are some funny ones. Harmonic is a must kill. Is it? Like for most decks, or what do you... Oh, sure. It's not a May. Yeah, so if an Aether Vial, we'll have to kill it. Got it. I understand. Yeah, so don't want to have to blow up our own Aether Vials. Got it. It's a little land heavy, but we've got a silent clearing here. And we're on the draw. It's a pretty good setup. I think I'll keep this. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe it'll be E-Tron. Well, probably just screwed now. But so I'll lead on Mariner. If they have Karn, they won't be able to exile anything I control. So they'll have to go for my hand, which is fine. Then we've got Frenetic Sliver or Sinew Sliver. So we'll see what they're up to here. Hopefully it's just E-Tron, but I don't think I'll be that lucky. No payoff card. Or they're aware of the way Mariner interacts with Karn and they're just buying time. Or they have Wormcoil. All these things are possible. Could have still cast Karn though. Well, maybe they just don't have one. I mean, this says that is very possible. So, Frenetic Sliver could definitely help us out here. Allowing my creatures to dodge the Wormcoil in combat. Gotta be lucky. But you know what the truth about Magic the Gathering is. Better be lucky than good. Better to be lucky than good. This has got to be by far one of the worst matchups, and we just immediately hit it. They kept their 7, turn 3 Tron on the play. So, good old Modern. Harmonic gonna do some work. I don't know how much. I mean, some, sure. I'm not... I mean, I am going to board it in. It's just I'm not completely convinced of its efficacy. They have Ugin? Please no. 9 mana. Great. Always evens, always tails. Oh, on the flip. Sick. Always even, baby. Always even. I won the flip! Boosh! Alright, now they can't attack with Wormcoil. Unless they want their Ugin to die. It's kind of hot. I'm not mad. Even if I lose this game, we all know who the real winner was. The lucky one. Didn't attack. What a coward. What a coward. OP. Why are you so cowardly? I do not approve. Should we get Crag's Thumb? What? Oh, for double flipping. Got it. Yeah. No, no, we should not. Krark's Thumb, yeah. Krark. Thumb screws. No, you want Krark's Thumb. Krark. Krark. Alright. Unfortunately, we haven't hit the Flying Sliver yet. So I guess we just play Leeching and Sinew here and just hope we win a bunch of flips again. I suppose I could have cantripped my Silent Clearing and just hoped. Honestly, I just don't know how much trying to go any direction with this is in any way viable right now. We do sacrifice. Yeah. So Frenetic Sliver says sacrifice if we lose the flip. So at minimum, we'll get to put all these in our graveyard, and then Unearth becomes something that is relevant. And one of the more interesting interactions in this deck is if you unearth a Sliver, you can then use Frenetic Sliver to go 50-50 on exiling it. And if you exile it, it will actually come back and not get exiled by the Unearth ability. So there's a really powerful synergy between Dregscape Sliver and Frenetic Sliver that is worth exploring. I don't know about if exploring is the right word, but it's like, it's a pretty powerful interaction. Ah, we lost the Leeching Sliver. Whap whap. What about the Sinew Sliver? This is one I actually care about. I would like to keep this one. Ah, no, we're losing all the flips now. Boo. Bow. It's like Ugin's actually good enough to beat us. No. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Well, I don't approve of it in general. I feel like there would have been some serious life EV on just scooping this match immediately. Or at least game one. Like, as soon as they heard the turn 3 Tron, I honestly feel like there would have been some serious life EV to just scooping, because this is just nonsense. On the plus side, we have the Politeness Initiative. I said,
meanwhile,
have fun to my opponent. They have said nothing. And
meanwhile,
coin flips in their face, so... You're in for the Big Mac? Apparently so is my opponent. They really, Hey! Tails is so good, man. Tails Imba. Just like in Sonic, Tails is unbalanced. My opponent has 5 cards in hand, by the way. They have had to do barely any work this game to be basically in a position where they're totally crushing me. So, you know, that's always nice. So they have 11 mana. No, sorry, 13. I would like to see them cast Big Mama Emrakul. No, Small Mama Emrakul. Pardini, I would guess Italian. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, or care. Expedition map. Maybe they're non-English. Oh, sorry, I missed your previous comment. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible my opponent doesn't speak English. But my previous opponent said in Portuguese, like bueno juego. They said good game at the beginning, which I assume is how they say like good luck, have fun. It was Jugo. Jugo? I think so. Bueno juego. It sounds about right. Please, O-Stone. Really? So they have a backup Ugin, or they just don't care? I have 300 Dogecoin riding on this game. I don't believe you. Oh, Bum Hogo. Yeah, that is what they said. Send something. Thank you for helping me out with my useless Portuguese translation skills. I mean, I'm just going more in on this Frenetic Sliver against the O-Stone. At this point now, I'm clocking my opponent, and then I'm also just seeing how lucky I can get. Type de traduction texte, détecteur la langue créole, haïtien, néerlandais, anglais, français, néerlandais, italien. What the hell is all that, Hands? Saluti, fiera, vigarte, poserosante tatua. Oh, you're saying the thing that you said before, but in Spanish. Or in Italian. The J sounds like a J, not an R like Spanish. Well, but not all Spanish is created equal, right? And neither is all Portuguese. There's Brazilian Portuguese versus Portuguese Portuguese. But I'm assuming you are correct about the J thing. So it's Bum Hogo. At least there's no shushes in it. Cachaça. Delicious, delicious cachaça. What's the instrument called? Afo Sheshe, I think. Hey! Oh, well, happy to have you here, Daniel from Brazil. Oh, we were just talking about Portuguese. Yeah, exactly. Cachaça. Yeah. If I want to make a caipirinha, the most delicious of all beverages made with cachaça. Oh, we're losing all the flips, man. Boo. This deck is garbage. Clocking my opponent hard, though. Hey, we won the one flip. I'll take it. I'll take it. He's also a Daniel from Brazil. We got 2 Daniels from Brazil in chat. It's too many Daniels. You guys figure out which one of you is the real Daniel. Pog fucking champ. Love it. Okay, so we can unearth only as a sorcery. So let's unearth my Dregscape Sliver. Then we'll unearth Sinew Sliver. Go to combat. Go attack, attack, attack. Triggers. Yeah, right. Okay. And then second main phase, we go exile. Always tails. Lost the flip. Womp womp. Always tails. Lost the flip. And I don't need to do it on this one. Oh, yeah, I do. This guy's gonna kill me. Well, yeah, we're just dead here. I'm 31 and I've played Magic for probably 17 years now. I mean, I haven't been playing it the whole time, but... You dead, son? Yeah, but my Tron opponent's taking forever, so I'm gonna clock him. Because... Fuck Tron. I got a meme for just this occasion. Yeah, I guess Harmonic Sliver is the only thing worth bringing in here, huh? Alright, Sidewinder is mostly useful against creatures. I mean, I don't really want to board down, like, on my 1-drops all that much, but... And then Mariner is generally going to be medium. Alright. Pretty happy with that boarding. Just need a much more aggressive... Chalice on 6 is good. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think I actually agree with that at all. But you're thinking, and I like that. I like that you're thinking. You're trying hard, friend. You're trying hard. You're a grapefruit? Grapefruits are pretty good. I do enjoy a good grapefruit. Well, that's that is a curve of slivers. And one that cantrip, and a land that cantrips. Yeah. Like, Harmonic is a card I boarded in here, so hopefully they mulligan a couple times. We get to punk them a little bit. It's not likely, but it's possible. Tempest Blue, I would also say that there was a second worst decision at the exact same time. It's just when they changed the Sliver's abilities to apply only to Slivers you control. But yes, that one did suck. Big time. You're neutral on that? Well, that's alright. Galerider Sliver, at least you can't really tell that it looks like a predator monster, but Predatory Sliver is the super offensive one. I mean, obviously there's other ones that are equally obviously like these big predator monsters instead of being an actual sliver, but okay, none of these things are artifacts. Chalice should be X for X-1 counters instead of XX for X counters. I don't think I agree with you. I think that would be really bad in general. Alright, they put a worm coil in their hand. I mean, I get to Harmonic Sliver, their Chromatic Star, which realistically is only relevant if they... yeah, they still draw. It's just if they needed the green. So I think what I'd rather do is just play Sinew Sliver. Because for 7 mana, they won't have a Wrath. So there's a good chance what we get to do is play Harmonic Sliver next turn to knock down their Worm Coil. And then Frenetic Sliver the turn after. Also, they're mostly dead already, which is kind of fun. And my team is all flying, which is great. They're going for the green mana. Okay, this is somewhat heartening. Frenetic Sliver and Harmonic Sliver are also really good friends. Son of a bitch. Alright, that's fine. We have the Sliver. We have the thing that beats this. They are 1 mana short. So, it's looking pretty good for the good guys. Blast Zone. That is not going to be good enough. You have more? Stop it. Stop it. Just cut it out. I'm sick of your shit, opponent. I don't like it. You love Pauper Slivers. Oh, I can just kill them. That's funny. What if... This is crazy talk. But what if I played a deck that could kill my opponent on turn 4? Is that something that anyone's interested in? Because I could always just play the Harmonic Sliver and give them a chance to kill me. Does anyone... Is that something we'd be interested in? Would you guys rather attack the O-Stone rather than kill them? I guess they conceded. They took it out of my hands. I guess their hand wasn't good enough that if I attacked their O-Stone that they wouldn't be able to win anymore. Rats. Take a chance on me when you're all alone. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Take a chance, 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 take a chance. Yeah, hand sucks. Not good enough. Opponent mulled to 6 as well. Hey, this is like the best hand we've drawn so far. I will keep. My opponent also kept, so that sucks. Realmwalker is just generally probably not very good in this matchup. Yeah, our deck has like no ability to deal with Tron here, so I do not have high hope, but yep, mull to 6, turn 3 Tron. I mean, this is what it's all about, people. They haven't hit me with the Thragtusk yet, so apparently they're not playing the build that was like really tricked out against Burn. Or maybe they just didn't have it in game 1 and then they were able to board it out, but this definitely sucks. Blast Zone. So they already have the Tron? Awesome. Love that. I'm so excited for you, opponent. Are they getting a bridge? What? Oh, Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista would be bad for me because I screwed up. So apparently I should have played a Sinew Sliver or a Predatory Sliver this turn. I didn't think about Karn or Walking Ballista, but I should have done. They get O-Stone. They have an O-Stone in their sideboard? Gross. Man, that sucks. Okay. Guess we're just done. Oh, I don't... Okay, I don't have to do this. I can do this instead. I figured it out, handsome. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. I already watched Flex Air. I don't know what Flex Air is, so I don't think I have watched it. Thanks for the follow, Danielle from Brazil.
Before the start of the rainy season.
Danielle.
And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
It's gotta be a map, right? Okay. It's a meme video with Ricardo Milos. Milos? No, I haven't. They have another O-Stone? Great. Awesome. Love that. I'm so excited for you, opponent. Do you have fun just doing stuff? Cloudshredder! Cloudshredder! Clonk. No, my turn 4 kill. Can I win anymore? Maybe. Probably not. You have Rally the Ancestors. I do not. No. I could go Dregscape into Cloudshredder and attack them for 3. No, you know what? I'm taking the life EV here. There's no winning this game anymore. This is pointless, so I will scoop. This is a matchup that we don't have a good match against, and we have basically no sideboard for. The sideboard that we have can't beat a Resolve Dugan, so it's fine. We got a turn 4 kill on one of our games, and that was great. No reason to stay in there and just punish ourselves. We lost the match when we lost the die roll? Not necessarily. That was also a pretty bad matchup. I think we also just lost that match in general just to the deck. Like, we're just not beating Tron in a million years with this deck, I think. We would need 2 games where we drew the absolute nuts, which probably unlikely. We also keep drawing these 4-land hands. I'm on the draw. I mean, I am going to keep it. It also has a Mutavault, so it's, like, reasonable. We don't have... And none of these lands cantrip, so it's not great, but... Opponent mulled to 6. This is Cadet Blue. What is Cadet Blue? Dragon fodder? our opponent. Their font. Your font or the font? Like the Twitch font? Or the color of your name right now? Okay, I think I'm leading on Sidewinder here. No. I'm leading on Galerider, because opponent is probably packing both discard and removal. That's blue violet. Okay. I'm sorry, what now? Okay. Opponent's on some spice. Opponent's on some spice. Okay. I think I can play Leeching Sliver this turn and give up the protection of Unsettled Mariner in order to have Mutavault be live next turn. So they have exile a creature card from their graveyard. Oh, insolent neonates. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mardu. Oh! Oh, Skelemental! Oh! Oh! Is flanking ever any good? I'm sure that it is, yeah? Sure, flanking is good a lot of the time. Point and case right here. Well, just because it's not good in this matchup doesn't mean it's not good. Also, having more 1-drops is not bad. And not having all your 1-drops give you redundant first strike is also not bad. Yeah, flanking is definitely like a relevant ability. It's good in that exact block. That's not how flanking works. Flanking is whenever a creature without flanking blocks a sliver. It does not work if you are blocking. Yeah. So flanking is the idea of attacking your opponent in a way where they are exposed, either on the sides or from behind. And the reason that it was something that horsemen had in Mirage, yeah, the creatures that had flanking were all on horseback, and the idea was that they are able to position themselves militarily to attack your opponent in a way where they are vulnerable. So, Village Rights. Shoot. Croxa. Double shoot. Okay. The Croxa makes it much, much, much more likely I'm about to lose this race, but Dregscape. It's not useful unless I draw another land. So I think I attack for 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna attack for 10. He comes back with friends. Who does? Croxa? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna attack with these guys. If they have another Skelemental, I can boot up my Mutavault to block. Oh, actually, I should just play the Dregscape Sliver to block. Should I? No, I shouldn't. So, It's more taxing for them to try to deal with the Mutavault in play. Dregscape gives me something to pitch to the Kroxa where I don't have to take damage, potentially. We'll see, though. It might not matter, but I think this is the right way to go. So Skelemental will put me to 1. If they have Unearth, though, they can grab Thunderkin. Thunderkin grabs the Skelemental, and that will be exactly enough to kill me. But it also wouldn't matter if I kept up the Dregscape Sliver. It would be the exact same situation. If I top deck a land, we can play Dregscape Sliver, then Unearth Cloudshredder Sliver, and then attack for super lethal, which is probably not relevant. So it's all down to my opponent. Shit, they drew exactly what they needed. All right, we are exactly dead. We're gonna take exact death, but that's fine. That was a good game. I don't think that I want Chalice here, although Grafdigger's Cage sounds really good, and so does Dismember. Sidewinder, probably not very good here against the super aggressive deck. Oh, no, it's fine. I get derailed all the time. It's never anyone's fault but my own. Cut one of the more expensive slivers. Cut... Aether Vial. On the play? Yeah, that seems alright. Oh, Leyline. Duh. Should probably just be doing this, huh? Okay. We actually drew like a semi-perfect hand. I love that. Love that. Dude. Good old Leyline. Oh, they're playing the black-red pathway. Neat. Draws a card, discards Egon, God of Death. Yeah, that definitely was not going to do a lot in this matchup. Now that there's a Leyline. Kroxa? Good old 2-mana discard spell? Nope. Nada. Draw step Kolaghan's Command? Nope. I'm gonna start holding lands already, I think. Just because I know they're gonna play discard at some point. I just don't need more mana than this right now, and feels like I'm heavily in the driver's seat. And then if they have a Skelemental this turn, yeah, I'll discard the 2 lands, but then I have a fairly lethal board. No, it is a lethal board. Nice. Excellent. Big fan of that one. Cracking good hand. That is. Get him dead, baby. Nice graveyard deck. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with my sideboarding. Let's just draw a perfect hand like that again with Leyline. This one doesn't have Leyline. My opponent kept... Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind, my hand's perfect. Literally perfect. The only thing that's, like, not perfect is the Cloudshredder. Thoughtseize? No. Factual nothing. Actual factual nothing. Love it. You love to see it. Striking Sliver. Stupid predator looking son of a doodle. Feed the swarm. Oh, they had the tech. They had the tech. Alright. We do have slivers with first strike, though. So, unlike flanking, first strike does work on blocking, which is great for us, because now if they have a Skelemental, I have a first strike 1/1 blocker, which is more than good enough to beat their creature. So, let's hope that that is relevant. And they need horsemanship. They need horsemanship or flanking, yes. And banding. And bands with others. And bands with other legends. Unearth? Thunderkin. Oh, this is fine. This is irrelevant. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Fuck. Ah! Wait, this is when it leaves the battlefield. But that's not... Ah! Fuck! Oh, my God. I can't believe they milled a Spite Bellows. Ah, this is so sucky. Great, now they have a creature. So this is like Dreadhorde Arcanist. Should be banned. Card should be banned from this format. Ridiculous. Alright, well, now we're in huge trouble. Slivers versus Red-Black Tradebinder. The classic showdown. That's right. That's right. Where's this matchup been all my life? That's what I'm asking. They can just pick off one of my guys per turn. Oh my God, that's so frustrating. Freaking Stitcher Supplier flips Skelemental and Spite Bellows. Brutal. Thanks for the follow, Sick Moo. 6 Moo? 6 Moo. All 6 Moos. They can't get the Spite Bellows this turn unless they have a removal spell, because I have a Predatory Sliver that can eat their Thunderkin Awakener. Oh, great. They just have a Skelemental from the hand. Am I taking 12 this turn and discarding my hand? Oh, that's fun. I enjoyed that I got to play Magic this match. This has been great. It's peddling. Well, I was having a nice game once. Do you guys remember when we had Hope? That was nice. That was nice. Another Stitcher Supplier. Brutal. Yeah, Skelemental... Thunderkin Awakener, though... I mean, it's not just Skelemental and Unearth. They also printed Thunderkin Awakener. And they printed the Thunderkin Awakener with haste. For whatever reason. Like, not that I'm actually mad about it. Like, because I'm not. I mean, you know, people should get to play good cards. So they're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 this turn, and then... Because if they block, then 1 Skelemental's not... Yeah, we're just going all in. We're just all in. We're all in, and if they kill me, they kill me, and if they don't, they don't. There's a lot of ways to die here. A lot of ways. Unearth does kill us, because they get the Thunderkin, the Thunderkin gets the Skelemental. Paying costs. Awesome. Egon. Oof. Okay, so this is Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice it. Okay, so you can play Leeching Sliver this turn. Next turn, lethal? Couldn't I have just killed them there? They lose 3, then they take 4. Yeah, I could have just killed them there. Oh well. Yeah, I should have had it there. I mean, maybe they had removal. You know, the reps 5-color enigmatic. You got time. What the event's on what, Saturday? You'll be fine. Fuck, we're dead. Are we dead? No, we're not dead. Sure. But we can't win anymore. Nope, should have just gone for it. They have 0 cards in hand. I should have gone for it. I would have killed them. Oh well. It's fine. My opponent deserves to win. They have a sweet deck going on. Oh. I shouldn't play aggressive decks. Or apparently control decks. They make you submit your deck by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, but you could submit the deck and just keep jamming repeatedly. No, I mean the Egon in black-red Skelementals is definitely new. I don't think it's very good. Probably won't stay. I also don't think Neonate's very good. But maybe it's necessary. I don't know. I guess Neonate enables the turn 2 Thunderkin into Skelemental, which is probably worth it. No, that's probably worth it. But Egon seems poor. Spite Bellows is cute. I think that's probably a sideboard card. And I think it has been for a while. I don't think Egon's good enough in anything for... Yeah, like, Egon's not good enough for Modern. 6/6 is reasonable for 3 mana. But the upkeep cost is high. If you don't hit it, you get to draw a card, but that's like not a good investment of your 3 mana. And it doesn't have any kind of evasion. Like, it has death. Why does it have Death Touch? It doesn't even need it. It's so silly. It could be... They were playing Teamer Battle Rage. Teamer Battle Rage is a card that I could say makes Egon seem worth playing. O2 against someone who's 2/2. Fun. We finally have an Aether Vial draw. That's exciting. Yeah, exactly. Ponza? Or red-green mid-range? Nope. Scape Shift. Okay. His hand should actually be pretty good against Shift. There's a reasonable chance we can kill them before they can do anything fun. We'll see, though. No, it looks like they're gonna have the turn 4. Pretty unlikely we'll beat that, but it's funny, you never see Slivers. It shows up in 3 prelims, so everyone's playing it. Well, so as with so many things in Magic, people assume things are not worth playing, unplayable, and nobody would enjoy playing them until someone proves to them that it is viable. And I am more than happy to believe at any moment that Slivers is a viable deck, but seeing it 4-0 a prelim is, you know, it makes it more like, I try to play. I've played a lot of different decks on my stream, like a ludicrous number of different decks on my stream, and I've never been incentivized to play Slivers because it's always been kind of god awful. The fact that there was any piece of evidence that it wasn't completely unplayable was enough to prompt me to say I would like to try playing this deck right now. I mean, obviously we're kind of screwed here because our opponent is doing these kind of things. Do I want to drop 2/2 drops, but I can't also attack with Mutavault? Whatever. I don't think it matters. I think we're generally screwed. Oh, maybe not. It's a pretty good draw. Force of Will and the Shroud Sliver, Crystalline Sliver. Yeah, but 1-5-0 is different than a prelim 4-0 where you're playing against competitive decks. Also, Mono Red Hollow One is not a deck that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe that's viable. They look at that and they go, I can't believe they got so lucky. Slivers, on the other hand, people are like, oh, does this mean Slivers is good? Like, I don't think people read into Slivers in that same narrative of, I can't believe how lucky they must have been to 5-0 with that. I mean, that's obviously my opinion on it, but I think when people see something like Slivers 5-0, they're like, oh my god, like, maybe it's time. That would be so sweet if... And, like, there are people like me who obviously realize it's just possible that either Slivers really lined up well against the metagame on that given day, or they just drew really hot in those given matches, but... Sure. And that's the point, is if your deck attacks the top decks, it's at least enough to go roll in a league. And I think Slivers is something that people in Modern are probably just generally starved for. Like, they really want to have a new, interesting tribal deck. Like, Humans doesn't do it for people anymore. Okay, so they have 2 free lightning bolts here. Stupid Dryad. Even without the Dryad, they would have the 2 lightning bolts, so... And of course, they could just have Scapeshift? No, they can't. Meat Hooks is an old pile, and we just want it to work because nostalgia. Don't approve of referring to Slivers as meat hooks. I don't know why, but I find that very reprehensible. I mean, you could do it. I'm not going to. Red Green Valakut showing up more too. Well, but they actually topped the challenge. And I think Valakut is showing up basically because the whole format is... God. They have main deck Anger. Holy crap. Oof. Okay. New Slivers have arms or something? I beg to disagree. The most recent printing in Modern Horizons had no arms, and I don't think there are any other Slivers worth thinking about. Yeah, after they Wizards got some pretty thorough backlash about the sliver design in M14-15, and they did make the slivers, in my opinion, correct in Modern Horizons. Oh yeah, I mean I agree with you. It's gross. Transmogrify Red Green Titan with Dwarven Mines. Wow, that sounds super gross. So, who says they have Escape Shift here? Because they didn't have a second green source last turn. Although I guess they had the Dryad, right? So maybe they don't. Forgot about Modern Horizons 1 Sliver art? What is wrong with you? Forgot about Cloudshredder? Fuck, that's a Titan. Okay, super duper dead. Nothing matters. Hooray. No problem, buddy. No problem. That is an acceptable reason to misremember things around here. Yep. Okay. I feel like this is generally a really bad matchup for us. They just have removal and sweepers, and they don't care. They just combo, quote unquote, combo kill us on turn 4-5. But Dismember on the Dryad might buy us enough time to get things going. Alright. Sand's not awful. Yeah. No, I'm not saying anger doesn't make sense. It's just frustrating. Like, to be sitting here in this seat and playing something that I thought would be... It has been a fun league. I mean, we turned 4 killed Tron in one of those games. And we have, like, we clearly have no plan for Tron. No plan. This deck has no ability to flex in that direction. Titan, Scapeshift, and Tron are probably just generally god-awful matchups where all you can do is try to race. And I should have played the Sliver. Anyway, so I don't think this should be unexpected. Yeah, see? This is the most recent printing of Slivers, and this is what they look like. The one thing I missed from Valky Cascade was commandeering Tron's cards. I never saw anyone playing Tron while Valky was viable. I think Cloudshredder plus the Dregscape Sliver, I think those two together make the deck more playable than it was before. Because the Unearthed Sliver, I think, generally speaking, was not particularly playable before recently. And then once it could pair up with this that gives everything haste, everything basically gets unblockable. Yeah, but the haste is a big deal too. Like Cloudshredder Sliver getting to play both roles is a really big deal. Okay, so we have lethal next turn. So we'll see what they've got going on, but... So you race Boggles? I don't know, I think we could race Bogles. I think it's possible. I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible. What? Wow. Fair enough. They have to pay for that next turn, though. So I... Oh, I have lethal. Okay, got it. Cool. You know, opponent, I enjoyed your play here. It's so sad that it is over. Weird that they're play a Triome. I guess so? Goodbye, opponent. You will die. Yeah, I mean, I guess they play the Triome as the extra fetchable, duel, but that really seems unnecessary, right? Maybe it's for the Field of the Dead that they're playing in Modern. Turn 4 format, people. We can compete. All right. This is one of the most, like, balanced hands we've seen so far. Opponent took a mulligan, keeps the 6. Okay. Tap land on 2. That does not look good for you, opponent. But maybe that'll be fine. Slivers. I will choose the creature type of Sliver. This is the plan. Yeah, the cycling value is definitely reasonable. And then if they play engineered explosives in anywhere in their 75, or even if they want to consider it, then they have a 3rd color, which, you know, is obviously not a big deal for that deck, but it's not pointless. Yeah, the Triomes get a lot of play that way. Man, I hope they don't have Veil of Summer here. I don't think that they will, but it's possible. Oh, no. No way. Why would they have that? There's no way. They're going to tap land. Okay, good. They're just spooking me. Why you gotta do that, opponent? Why you gotta spook me? Smashy, smashy. Pow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Depending on what I top deck, I could kill them. Or not. Okay. Did they just miss a land drop in Scapeshift? Ugh. Ugh. I don't even know what to do with that. My opponent just missed a land drop in Scapeshift. I don't... Anger? Second Baloth. Oh. That's cute. Yeah, they're dead. Dear opponent, you made me want to vomit. Flooded out, didn't matter. This is your death, opponent. See it come on wings of fury. Alright. We got a match win, baby. Take that, Titan Shift. Slivers is on the board. First sight of Realmwalker. I'm into it. Maybe Titan Breach is viable again. So opponent multi 6. Opponent says, oh gosh, mana symbol. I swear to God, half the modern queue must subscribe to my channel. Or at least know that I exist. Oh, cool. Just found my stream last week. Love the content. Oh. Gosh darn it. What, you people keep making me want to come back for more. Damn you all and your love and appreciation. Right in 6. Okay, so we could end up in big trouble fairly quickly here. That said, build your OnlyFans. I have been working out a lot. No. Well, okay. So I can attack Ren 6 for 2. At end of turn, put in the Sidewinder Sliver. My turn, put in the Sinew Sliver. I think that's the right way to play this match. I don't know what my opponent's on, but... Is there any... I just don't want to put 2 Slivers into play because, like, if they have Bolt plus the Ren 6 activation, I get totally wrecked. I guess I get totally wrecked by that anyway. I don't know. I don't know sometimes. Jerry. I don't know sometimes. Would you play a Jiggy Pile of Grixis Lazov Breach? You know I would. Play it tomorrow if you want. We're recording the new episode of the podcast on Saturday. Fuck! Wait! No! Oh! I was yielding till end step at it. Sorry. I'm annoyed with myself. Just annoyed with myself here. Don't worry about me. Fucking Teferi. Now I have 2 Aether Vials that are way behind schedule. Fuck. Don't F6. It's just not worth it. Oh, man. The Horizon Canopy really threw me. Like, I don't know what they're on. So I punted for no good reason. Like, they're clearly on some money pile nonsense, but... Omnath Blade? Oh, that makes sense. Fuck. I just don't think I can beat this opening no matter what, though. Like... They were on the play into this opening and just... If I had dropped in the freaking Sidewinder Sliver there, this would be different, but I didn't because I'm garbage. It's okay. It's okay. Just, for some reason, I just totally tilted off my own... I hated the canopy in the deck. You never want to stack it. It just brings you through the game. Well, I can see it being appealing, but I understand your point. I mean, I generally don't like things like that in those kind of decks, so yeah. I think we're gonna get absolutely spanked here, unfortunately. I think they just missed the tick up on their Ren 6 though. I think so. Next turn's gonna be nutty. I mean, next turn's gonna be good enough as is. I don't really think they need an Omnath to make it more than it is already. Man, everything sucks about this hand right now. There's no efficient way for me to use any of these cards right now. Playing the Aether Vial was probably a mistake. I probably should have played 2 2-drops. I just wanted to get it out of my hand, but because I didn't do that earlier. Yeah, sure. Oh, I played the one wrong sliver. God bless it. All right, sorry, just really frustrated with myself right now. All right, it's fine. We'll be fine. We were never winning this game anyway after that early game, so we will pull ourselves out of this match in game 2 and 3, or just not. Either way. Okay, well, they play their lands. They probably don't have an Omnath. Oh, great. No, that's fine. That's reasonable. Which means they can drop their Batterskull in. Okay, we're going to concede here. I screwed up my early game. It's fine. Screwed up our early game. We drew an extra Aether Vial. We just got crushed. So, could we have done better? Absolutely. Would I have been able to win it all? Probably not. That was a nutty opener. I genuinely don't know. I think Dismember is probably better on average than Harmonic Sliver. Obviously, Harmonic Sliver is good against their Sword and Batterskull, but Dismember's probably good enough if we're actually properly on the aggressive. Oh, the on thin ices. Maybe. Alright. Alright. I can be sold. I just don't want to end up having to blow up one of my own Aether Vials. I guess I'm on the play this game, so I can board out an Aether Vial. Okay. Worth pointing out that last game we finally did draw a Realmwalker, and we didn't get to use it. So we'll get ahead of the Ren and 6 this game. Alright, what do you got? Nothing! Oh, I don't want to lose to Spell Queller. Boo! I can't do anything about it. Maybe it's just a mana leak because I don't have a Cavern. Fuck! Alright. This has not been going well for us tonight. Okay. Oh, awesome. Alright. I'm good to be done here. Oh. Alright. I still can't get past the Spell Queller. Yeah, we're toast here. They just came out swinging. We can't do it. Alright, we got one more. Let's try to get that one. Oh yeah, this deck has been a serious disappointment. Like a 2/3 flyer just totally bricked us that game in a way where it was like, oh, we can never beat that card. And then they unsummoned one creature and was like, yeah, we can't get past any of this. So Dilbert, in the future, if you do watch this VOD, I mean, you can look at my hand there. I think I had a reasonable concession. You had 5 cards in hand, so you had more card advantage, you had more tempo, you had more board presence. I mean, I lost on every metric, so I don't really think that there was any reason for me to stay in that game. Yeah, this has been disappointing in a larger metagame. Maybe this deck was really good against like nothing but burn and prowess and control decks, like blue-eye control maybe. But okay. No reason for everyone to be Reed Duke. Is that does Reed Duke fight out every single game all the way to the bitter end? I did not know that was part of his character. But yeah, I mean, it's just I think I definitely prematurely concede a number of games, but not a huge number. Like I'll stick in pretty far in most scenarios, but also generally speaking, I just haven't been having fun with this deck as much as I thought I was going to. So what in the hell? Goodness gracious. Okay. I know opponents though too, but that doesn't necessarily mean their deck is terrible or anything like that. And like if they have 2 land drops next turn, I am done. Like 100% dead to this game. Yeah, I'm done. Cool. I hate Dryad so much. I hate Dryad so much. There's some 5-color BTL deck. Maybe with Dryad. Yeah, I guess they could be. Could be the next evolution of the BTL deck is to play Dryad. I could believe that. I could believe that. I wonder if they're playing any other technology. I definitely played a deck that was like similar to that with Dryad and Uro back near the beginning of the Theros format, I think. It was a Mr. Rayab special. They're playing Hierarch? Alright. They're playing Hierarch. I don't even know what to do with that information. No, I can't even... They're playing Stomp? What in the hell is this? Well, I mean, it's neat. I'll give them that. It's apparently endlessly great against what we're doing. Can I get that too? Well, no, I love Bone Crusher Giant. I just don't. The Hierarch and Bone Crusher Giant don't fit in the second stomp. What is a Valakut deck with Bone Crusher Giant and Noble Hierarch? I don't understand this at all. Fuck, man. Brutal draw, too. I have nothing. I don't get it. And Dismember is goddamn awful against Bone Crusher. Fuck. Oh, it's okay. It's not going to matter. Felidar Retreat. They're playing like Naya landfall stuff. Well, I'm glad they got a match win. Because their deck is sweet. But good God. I mean, I'm not done yet, but it's looking pretty rough. I guess none of this gives them lifelink. Triad, sure, why not? Okay, show me one more land. Show me one more land. Cool, nice. Just totally annihilated. Cool, 1-4. Oh my God. Oh, that was really bad. That was so bad. All right. Thought this was going to be fun. This was not any fun. Actually, the first two matchups were pretty tight. Generally speaking, this felt really underpowered. I will say I'm not the greatest player of this kind of archetype. Thanks, Derek Duncan. Slivers popped off in a Modern Challenge earlier this week. They 4-0'd it, and then the next day they 3-1'd it. So I think there's a bigger interest in Slivers than before. We had some rough matchups here. What does this deck have to offer, in your opinion? The sweetness of playing Slivers. But actually, you're playing an interesting linear aggro strategy. There's no tricks. You don't get any of the cool ETB triggers of humans. You don't have a combo kill like goblins. You don't have the overwhelming mid-game power of elves. Like, if your opponent doesn't have sweepers, elves is insane. What you do have is aggression, evasion, and Frenetic Sliver. We literally had Realmwalker in our hand like 3 times this match. I didn't even cast it once. It seems like a really bad Realmwalker archetype. Maybe there are some matchups where we would have wanted it and we just didn't see them. We didn't play against any of the popular archetypes of today in terms of competitive ones. We didn't play against Blue-Red Prowess. We didn't play against Burn. We didn't play against Hammer Time. We didn't play against Blue-White Control. We clearly don't have a plan for Tron. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want a tribal deck that's all go... Sad you didn't get to Chalice. Well, I didn't see any matchups where it was worth doing. Like, the Skelemental matchup was the closest one, but Leyline was clearly better. And I didn't want to board in Leyline and Chalice. They just had feed the swarm in their sideboard and boarded it in, and they drew it in their opener, just like we drew our Leyline, and they wrecked us. So we had the hate, they had the counter hate, and then they crushed us, because this deck seems overall fairly underpowered. It can get turn 4 kills, but turn 4 kills in thoroughly disruptible ways. If you want to play the tempo strategy, Merfolk or Spirits is much better. Merfolk is better, Spirits is much, much, much better. If you want to play an interesting, tricky, multicolor aggro deck, Humans is probably better. The thing that this deck does have going for it is, like, I assume it clocks the best out of all of those, because Cloudshredder gives your whole board haste. Predatory and Sinew Sliver and Leeching Sliver are all effectively lords. So you have more lords than any other tribal deck. And Frenetic Sliver gives you a truly unique ability to dodge removal and wraths, but at the cost of it only being a 50-50 shot. Yeah. But disappointing overall. I thought this was going to be a lot more fun than it was. Maybe we came out the bad side of variance. Maybe I don't know how to mulligan this deck. But even when I played Humans poorly, mediocrely, I at least felt like I had more crunchy decisions to make and interaction with my opponent. This one was basically like, here's my handful of beaters, learn to sequence them correctly, flip the coin when you have a Frenetic Sliver, and God bless. Which is not, I don't know. I mean, kudos to the people who did great with it, and I'm sure it's better than I showed it to be here, but in a wider modern metagame, it seemed pretty rough.
Meanwhile,
I was kind of tempted to stream some Enigmatic Incarnation tonight, but honestly, I'm just not feeling it, and I don't want to be a crappy host to all you wonderful people who showed up. I'll be back tomorrow playing Enigmatic Incarnation, maybe some crazy Jiggy Wiggy, Grixis Lazov, Breach, something of that nature. I'm not sure. But I'll be back doing that tomorrow. If you're watching this in the future on the YouTube, make sure you like that video. The coin flip thing, a Frenetic Sliver. Frenetic Sliver can have your Sliver dodge removal by going into exile if you win a coin flip. I don't see any of the people streaming Modern on that I know. Maybe I'll look closer. Oh, Strifo's on. Alright, so everyone go enjoy some Legacy content with Chase Strifo Hansen playing the best damn deck in the world. See you there.